Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. I just had a really good dinner, but that other video, I just wanted to let you know that Trump was live in Carolina today. So all my Trump supporters out there, Massachusetts. So right now, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I want to talk about something else that was you know well, anyways, I just want to that's not what I want to actually talk about right now. But I want to talk about something else besides politics today, because there is a lot going on, in Fall River. So especially, and let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. It should be right. Oh, there it is, right here. I got it. A New Bedford man is dubbed a hero and saving a neighbor from blazing house fire. New Bedford. So yeah. So there is a man was walking. I'm going to read the whole investigation. There was an investigation on the way by New Bedford Fire Department after a fire broke out at a home in the city early on Wednesday morning. The incident occurred on Wolf Street around 1 a.m. when a firefighter responded to the call from a vigilant neighbor and Michelle Jackson. Jackson's dog had been women to go out, and Jackson grabbed his cigarette and stepped outside with his pet for a distance of about 5 houses down across the street. Notices what is intentionally thought was a torch to keep the mosquitoes away. However, the flames intensive and Jackson called for help immediately. I heard a young boy screaming, and that's when I realized people were inside, Jackson said. Without hesitation, he began pounding on the front door. Although the house intentionally appears abundant, Jackson's son discovered 4 people trapped inside, 2 women and 2 young children. I started running around the neighbor's house and backyard looking for a hose, but I couldn't find anything, Jackson said. Read more. Fall River Y, Fall River Will, try most of these desperate change in measures to say, as someone terrified by children offering comfort, aim, and turmoil. But I sat with that one of the kids. The little bit I felt so bad. They were crying. Bad, he said, according to Jackson. The fire may have been ignited by a lit cigarette on top of a bookshelf. Dangerous. The response from the police and fire department was swift. No injuries were reported, although the front of the home sustained heavy damages, but the street has since response to the public. Jackson quickly thinking and brave action undoubtedly saved lives, making him a true hero in New Bedford. Wow. Imagine that, there is nothing better than lighting up a nice bonfire on a warm summer night, but depending on where you live in Massachusetts, it's likely could be legal to do just that. Nearly, there are expectations to every rule, and bonfires being used for outdoors cooking. Being used for outdoor cooking are allowed, but exceptions aside, 22 cities and towns across Bay State have prohibited open burning years around because they are just destinally built, populated from burning to be considered safe. Is your community on the list? Well, let me tell you something. I remember, one time I remember, my friend Eric on Whipple Street. He always likes to, sit outside at night. So he'll light some kind of he'll put like a little bonfire around, and so that way keep the mosquitoes out, cook marshmallows and everything else and stuff. This was on Whipple Street. He owns his own house on Whipple Street. So and it was like pretty good. So and it's kind of hard to understand. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah. But sometimes you have to really follow the laws, and you have to really follow the laws. And by the way, I didn't know my P4 had music. Wow! So I can play like different kind of music on my P4. Holy crap! Okay, great. So I mean, this guy's been called a hero, and he saved the family. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people go out of their way to save a family. You know what I'm saying? Or save somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And I believe in my heart that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in my heart that is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I do. And it's yeah. So it's Yeah. So I thought that was a you know so um, so anyway, it's something that you know it's not you know um, but anyways, but hey, I just want to thank the guy in New Bedford for saving that family. You know what I'm saying, I just do. I mean, I honestly, want to thank him for saving that family. You know what I'm saying? Because that family, I mean, wow. Just imagine yourself. You know what I'm saying, just imagine yourself. Somebody leaving a lit cigarette on a stove, and all of a sudden, you don't know, and all of a sudden, boom, there's flames everywhere. But good thing the guy. It just happened at 1 o'clock in the morning in New Bedford. But good thing the guy was walking his dog and noticing this stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, people. Some people say, "Well, nobody notices anything," but you'd be surprised who's watching. You know what I'm saying, you'd be surprised, and who's watching. And you'll be surprised how many good people out there in the world. Okay, and I'm one of them. Okay, I'm one of them good people out there in the world. I mean, if I saw something like that, you don't. I mean, regardless who it is, if I see a kid crying and screaming, banging at the window, hell, I'm gonna do whatever I can to go help. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever it takes. But first, I'm gonna call the authorities, and then when the authorities come, then we all work together. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I will do anything to help too. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, and sometimes people sacrifice themselves to go help others, especially children. You know what I'm saying? Especially. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that um, it's a little bit of a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Where that when you see something, you react to it right away. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to thank that guy for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Saving that family. That family could have been gone. You know what I'm saying? Something. If he yeah. So okay. So yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Yeah. So, but anyways, but I like to. I yeah, so I'm kind of like would totally you know uh I would totally like to um thank that guy in person. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like yeah. Wow, yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is later on I gotta go. I gotta check something later on, but I'm not gonna say it on live video because it wouldn't be appropriate. But anyways, but I want to thank that guy though. Okay, I want to thank that guy for being a hero. You know what I'm saying, to those young kids, to that whole family. Just say that I mean, if you see something like that, you know sometimes if it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's you know saving the family. You know, you gotta wonder. Okay, you gotta wonder to yourself. Okay, you gotta be like, wow, I just saved a whole family, and my family, that family is not my family, but I just saved two children, a mother, from being burned to death. And I want to thank that guy. I want to thank him and tell him that um, whoever, if I can ever go to New Bedford one day and run into him and say, hey, and introduce myself and say, hey, my name is Dave Mead, and I saw a picture of you for saving these a whole family from burning to death. And I like to shake his hand, and I love to interview him in New Bedford. I really do, because you don't see many people like that. Honestly, you don't. And I would like to I would like to do that. So but but hey, and I also want to uh, so I also want to yeah. So I will. I want to actually. I also want to talk about this. A woman was found dead hours before she was to be sentenced for killing her husband. Wow. See, I mean, look at that. A woman was a Connecticut woman was found dead at her home on Wednesday, hours before she was scheduled to be sentenced for killing her husband. Wow. Linda Cause got 76, pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in March, and the 2017 death of her husband, 84-year-old Pierre Leg, something like that. Big ass eye. According to the Connecticut Division Criminal Justice, police found a University of Connecticut health doctor and professor dead in the basement on the couple Burlington home while responding to a welfare check call from his employee who had not heard from him for several months. Prosecutors said Kasho Bigas also pleaded guilty to first-degree larceny for continuance to receive her husband's pay following his death. According to the Connecticut Division of Criminal Justice, investigation found that check from her husband employee were dispute into the couple joining checking accounts from his death in July 2017 until discoveries of his body in February 2018, prosecutors said. So obviously that this woman murdered her husband. Wow. That is bizarre, man. Whew. I mean, this woman's got a long, what do you call it there, man? It's her prosecution. You know what I'm saying? When you murder somebody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no, what do you call it? Statute of limitation on murder. I'm saying there's no statute of limitation whatsoever on murder. I mean, there was a long time ago when people started, going out there killing people, then they've been getting away with it. And now they took that statute of limitation off. There's no statute of limitation whatsoever. I mean, you can murder somebody in cold blood in 2081. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to be charged with it. You know what I'm saying? They will bring you to court. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the statute of limitations. There's statute of limitations on some things, but there's not statute of limitations on everything. So, I mean, statute of limitations on murder. There's no statute of limitations on murder. There's no statute of limitations on if you rob a bank. I think let me check that. You know what I'm saying? Let me fact check that because the laws are changing back and forth because of all the chaos is going on around in this country. So there's chaos everywhere. So. I just want to fact check that a little bit. Let me see. Hold on here. Statute of limitation on murder or robbery. Alright, okay, number one, okay, the statute of limitations for crimes can vary significantly depending on the adjudication. However, there are some general thread. One, murder and for adjudications, there is no statutes of limitations. For murder, this means that the person can be prosecuted for murder, regardless of how much time has passed since the crime was committed. Robbery, the statute of limitations for robbery can vary, but it is typically ranging from a few years to over a decade. The extended duration depends on specific laws of the state, country where the crime occurred, and whether the robbery is classified as a felony or involved aggravated aggravating factors such as the use of weapon or resulting in a serious injury. For Paris information, importance of consulting a law and specific adjudication questions. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to, you can do your specific, questions with the, but there is half of it. You know what I'm saying, yeah. So I mean, and I think it all depends on where. I think it all depends on where you live, and yeah. So it depends on where you live. I mean, if you live in Massachusetts, I mean, you can look up Massachusetts statutes. If you live in Texas, look up Texas statutes. It all depends. I mean, it all depends on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I want to, before I get into any more videos, with this, boy, oh boy. I mean, this, this says a lot around here. And I'm gonna, let's see here. Let's see. This says a lot, but I want to play just a little bit of of this,
Fund. She wants to defund the police. Now she's pulled back on it, but that's where she is. Does anybody even understand the concept? That's like open borders. That's like men and women's sports. The same thing. I think it's maybe even crazier than any of them. We will give our police back their power, protection, respect that they deserve. We're going to give them back the respect that they deserve today. I am honored to receive the official endorsement of the National Association of Police Organizations, which is the largest in our country. It represents 250,000 police officers nationwide. It's such an honor to get it. To me, that's a great honor. To me, that's something that is the largest anywhere in the United States. It's the greatest people. I'd like to ask their president, Mick McHale, to come up and say a few words, please. Thank you. Thank you, Mick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly honored to stand before you today. And on behalf of the National Association of Police Organizations, I am pleased to formally announce NAPO's endorsement of Donald J. Trump for President of the United States. If I may, as President Trump directed the Attorney General to aggressively prosecute those who attack officers for simply being in a uniform. President Trump, he signed the Law Enforcement Mental Health and Wellness Act. And ladies and gentlemen, that's protecting the protectors. President Trump also signed the ability for surplus military equipment to once again be used to protect you, the citizens, not to take your rights. And one of the most important things that the president did, he recognized that the men and women who provide public safety, who are part of law enforcement, deserve the same constitutional rights as the people we serve. Mr. President, once again, we are proud and pleased to support your campaign, and we are here for anything that you ever may need. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you very much. That's a big one. That's something that means a lot to all of us in this room. It's no wonder the Democrat Party and their thugs are so desperate to stop us. They know that we are the only ones who can stop them. We're the only ones. This is it. This is the big election coming up. This is it. This is going to be the biggest of them all. All of their persecution is only happening because I'm running for president. They're leading big in the polls, every one of them. And we're not just leading against Kamala, we're also leading against everyone, including big leads right here in the great state of North Carolina. We have a big lead. We have a big, beautiful lead. The radical left Democrats rigged the presidential election in 2020, and we're not going to allow them to rig the presidential election in 2024. Right, Michael? Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it truly a great badge of honor. I never thought I'd be saying that, but I consider it a badge of honor because I'm being indicted for you. And never forget, our enemies want to take away my freedom because I will never, ever let them take away your freedom. I'll never let them. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. And in the end, they're not after me, they're after you. I just happen to be standing in their way, and I always will. Thank you. Thank you. We're pleased to be joined tonight by many great North Carolina patriots, including Congressman Richard Hudson. Where is Richard? Richard Hudson. Richard, he's a big, wonderful guy, wonderful warrior, Richard. Thank you. A man who I've just been involved in from the day he first went in. I endorsed him. Everyone said, who is he? Turned out to be an incredible congressman, but now he's running for Attorney General, and he's going to be your next Attorney General, Dan Bishop. Where's Dan? Dan. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Get out and vote for him. He's incredible. Great job. And you were a great guy. Richard, we're going to miss him in Congress, but that's okay. Congressional candidates, Addison McDowell. Big victory, Addison. They're way ahead of the polls. Brad Knott. Thank you, Brad. Pat Harrigan. Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Mark Harris. They like you. And the Speaker of the North Carolina House, a man who's done an incredible job. He gets it. He gets it. He really gets it. Tim Moore. Thank you, Tim. And when it came time to pick a chairman of the Republican National Committee and Convention and everything else having to do with national politics, I came to a man named Michael Whatley of North Carolina. And the reason is because at 10 o'clock in the evening, when we all had those televisions on, and I saw weird things happening, drops at 3:02 in the morning, and all the things that were happening, North Carolina held totally steady. He had 602 lawyers working. He held it steady. And other states, I was leading by a lot, and all of a sudden people went to sleep. They thought that was over, and I said no, because I know how bad these people are. But North Carolina had held steady. He was the head of your Republicans in North Carolina, did a phenomenal job. So I immediately called him. I said, let's do it. And I got him. Please stand up. Please stand up. You have done a fantastic job. Fantastic. And working with Laura Trump, what a team that is, right? She's doing a good job, right? And I said, don't worry about the votes. Just guard the votes, right? Just guard. We have all the votes you need. Just guard the votes. And he's doing that, and he's doing it at levels that nobody's seen before. And I hope we're going to have a big, beautiful surprise, because we're not going to let them steal this election. They didn't do it in North Carolina. Thank you, Michael. Great job. A wonderful gentleman who I met a little while ago, Michael Verardo, and he is a wounded warrior and just a highly respected guy. Michael, wherever you may be. Michael? Hi, Michael. Wow, you look good. I'm not messing with you, Michael. Wow. Good-looking guy. Thanks, Michael. Great patriot. Great person. Members of the Charlotte Police Department are here. Please stand up. You are phenomenal. What a job. What a job they do. Thank you. What a job they do. Thank you very much. And Chief of the Catawba Nation, Brian Harris. Brian, where are you, Brian? They've been so supportive. They've been so supportive. Thank you very much. From the moment we take back the White House from Kamala Harris, they switch. It's every day. Next week they'll have somebody else when they find out how bad she is. She's worse than he is. But when we take it back from Kamala and crooked Joe Biden, the most crooked president we've ever had, I believe we are going to have the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We're going to do it. We're going to do it fast. Starting on day 1, we will end inflation and make America affordable again. Inflation is killing our people. They've got inflation. I think real inflation is closer to 50%. They like to say 23, 24%. No, they don't add everything. I think, look at interest rates. They're through the roof. Nobody can buy a house. You can't get the money even if you want it.
I can't even buy a
Bring
house.
down the prices of all goods. We will stop the Biden-Harris war on American energy, and we will drill, baby, drill. That includes racing car. You know, that's good. You're going to spend a lot less money for your gasoline. You have that special stuff. I will terminate the Green New Scam, and I will end the Biden-Harris electric
The Green New Scam.
mandate on day 1.
The Green New Scam.
We already gave you the largest tax cuts in history, but we will pass massive tax cuts for workers, and that includes, remember, no tax on tips. No tax on tips. No tax on tips.
Nope, no tax on tips.
North Carolina workers, I will revoke China's most favored nation status. Think of it. They're most favored because they're a developing nation. Well, we're a developing nation too because we've gone to hell and back. We're a developing nation too. They are considered a developing nation, so they get advantages that we don't get. Not going to happen. And I will pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. That means that if China or any other country makes us pay a 100 or 200% tariff or tax, we will make them pay a reciprocal tariff or tax of 100 or 200% immediately, right back. It's basically you hurt us and we hurt you, and eye for an eye. Look at it any way you want.
That's right. Look at it wherever you want. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth.
We, the people in this room, win the presidency. I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled. We're going to get it settled quickly. I'll do it as president-elect. I'll do it. And I will be doing something that nobody else even talks about. We have never been so close. I will prevent World War III. We're heading to World War III.
Yeah, we are. We're headed to World War III.
Because we have stupid people.
We are headed.
They're being represented against
And nobody realizes
people that are at
that.
the top of their game. I will restore peace through strength.
Peace to strength. There you go. Love it.
And in my next term, we will build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our country, a dome the likes of which nobody has ever seen before, and it will be entirely made in the USA.
Wow, a missile dome. Right, made in the USA. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Do that, but honestly, it's a long time ago. We didn't have the technology. Now we have the greatest technology
In the world.
And in case there's a problem, we're going to be stopping them, but we're going to have
Yeah.
the best in the world. It's all going to be made right here. I will not cut 1 penny from Social Security or Medicare, and I will not raise the retirement age. One day, I won't even raise it by 1 day.
He won't.
And
See?
they're talking about, she's talking about lifting the retirement age. He's going to have to, because they're putting a lot of the illegal aliens that are coming into our country. They're going onto Social Security and Medicare. They're going into a hospital. We're not going to raise it 1 penny or 1 day. I kept that promise, remember, for 4 years. For 4 years, they said, oh, he's going to raise Social Security. No, for 4 years I didn't, and I won't do it. I'm the one that won't do it. And remember, I said something else. I'm going to keep you out of wars. I kept you out of wars. We had no wars.
He has, and I remember that. In 2016, he did keep us out of wars.
We beat ISIS
I remember.
in 4 weeks as opposed to 5 years, which was supposed to take. Remember this, our military is great. They're not woke. The guys on top, the political guys are woke. But they can't convince them. I saw ISIS dissolve before us once I put the military on it. Once they had the commander-in-chief behind them. We have great generals, and there's not woke. They're not woke. They won't be woke. They can't be talked into being woke. They'd leave before that happens. But we have people at the top that are woke, and they're all gone. We're going to get rid of them so fast. We're going to rebuild our cities into beacons of hope, safety, and beauty better than they've ever been before. We'll have to work with Democrat governors and mayors in many cases, but we're going to rebuild our cities. They're crime-ridden, horribly run places right now. We're going to clean them up, and we're going to do something that's really good, and we're going to take our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. We're going to clean it up, renovate it. We're going to rebuild our capital city so that it is no longer a nightmare of murder and crime, but rather it will become the most beautiful capital anywhere in the world. We're going to take over the management, the leadership of it. Right now, you go from North Carolina, let's go and Washington Monument on the assumption that they don't change the name, which they want to. They want to change the Jefferson Memorial. Not going to happen. Remember when we were having a problem in Washington where they were trying to knock down some of our monuments, and I passed a bill. And the bill said if you touch a monument, if we catch you even in the act, you go to jail for 10 years. And there's no 10 years equal 1 year. It's 10 years. You serve 10 years. And it was amazing. I looked outside the beautiful White House windows. I looked outside and people were just leaving town. It was an incredible thing. I took old legislation that frankly you could never pass, very old, 1926. And I restored it, and I said, 10 years, if you take down that, and they were all getting ready, they had ropes around the necks of these gorgeous pieces of art. I said, you do that, you go into jail for 10 years, and they left those ropes hanging. They couldn't get out of town fast enough. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the shoulders of our children. And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. And I will keep men out of women's sports, and I will fully uphold our great Second Amendment. We will protect innocent life, and we will restore very quickly free speech. And I will secure our elections. Finally, we're going to get them secured. Our goal will be one-day voting with paper ballots, proof of citizenship, and voter ID. But until then, Republicans must win. We want a landslide that's just, and it is really an expression that's used, it's very tough for them, too big to rig. We're way ahead. We're way ahead, by more than even the polls say. We have to make it so big, Richard, that they can't do it. There's not a thing they're going to be able to do about it. So too big to, you have to get out there and vote. Get everybody. Get everybody. Get them all. Remember this, it's a strange thing. Evangelicals, Christians, they don't vote very much. We gotta vote. They gotta vote. They're great. They're such great people. Gun owners, the NRA, gave us their total endorsement. But gun owners don't vote. They tend not to vote. We have to get them to vote. If we could get the evangelicals, Christians, if we can get gun owners to vote, it's not even an election. But they got to get out. So get your people at church to vote, okay? If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote election day. I don't care how you vote. You got to get out. You got to vote. And make sure your vote counts. Follow your vote. Check your vote. Check it. You can do it. Check your vote, that they don't rob you of your vote. It's such an important thing. And if you want to help ensure election integrity, sign up at protectthevote.com. Protectthevote.com. And watch those people. Make sure they don't cheat. Michael's doing a great job, and you just watch him, Michael. From Asheville to Raleigh, and this is, I have to tell you, an incredible group of people. The spirit, the incredible spirit. We have so much to say, but in conclusion, from Asheville to Raleigh, from Greensboro to Greenville, from Wilmington to right here in Charlotte, this state was forged by some of the toughest men and some of the strongest women ever to walk the face of the earth. Our American ancestors were backcountry farmers and frontier settlers, woodsmen, craftsmen, workers and warriors who poured their love into this land, and they loved their families and they wanted to take care of their
people
families
don't want
at
to
all
live. Hey.
costs. They climbed the mountains, fought the battles, conquered the dangers, tamed the unknown wilderness, built the factories, and gave everything they had to make America into the greatest nation in the history of the world. But now we are a nation in decline. We are a nation in decline. Can you believe it? We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has lost its confidence, lost its willpower, and lost its strength. We are a nation that has quite simply lost its way. But we are not going to allow this horror to continue. Less than 4 years ago, we were a great nation, and we will soon be a great nation again. We'll be a great nation again.
Plus, we are going to be a great nation again. People are going to have lots of jobs, too.
With our leadership, every disaster
under the Trump administration.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have created can be fixed, and can be fixed very quickly. Every problem can be solved, and every wrong can be rectified. By this time next year, America's borders will be strong, sealed, and secure. Inflation will be in full retreat. Our economy will be roaring back. Optimism will be surging. The American dream will be thriving again for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. Law and justice will reign all throughout our land. Freedom will be restored. The flame of liberty will be burning bright. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the worst administration in the history of our country, will be a fading memory of the past. And our great silent majority, including the once forgotten men and women of our country, will be the ones shaping America's magnificent future when I am the 47th President of the United States.
It's coming.
Because we are all Americans, and together we will show November 5th to be the most important day in the history of our country. There will never have been a more important day, because if we don't do the right thing, and if it doesn't work out, it's got to work out. If it doesn't work out, we won't have a country. We're going to have a great country again. We're going to have a great country again. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America free again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you, North Carolina. Thank you very much.
Well, that's it for that. Okay, I mean, wow, that was something else there. But well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen in November. You know, November 5th. We'll see what happens, and it's coming, and it's coming very strongly. So strong, and it's I hate to say it, but it's coming very strong, and and I know some of the independents, some of the independents, and Democrats out there. I know you guys don't, but hey, it is what it is. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, hey, when Joe Biden was in office, we dealt with him for 4 years. Okay. 4 years, and we did not complain one time for 4 years. We dealt with him, and now we don't know if we're gonna be dealing with Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? And and we don't want to deal with another 2.0 again. You know what I'm saying? So, but 2.0 means we don't want to deal with another Joe Biden again in office. So, I mean, Kamala Harris, that's a no. Okay, nope. That's a no. I'm not a fan of hers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of President Trump. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris. Oh no. I mean, no, that's a no-no. If you see that sign back there, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a strong president, okay? You cannot find any stronger president like former President Donald Trump. You cannot, okay? You cannot. He is what we have. We have a strong president. You know what I'm saying? And he will defeat. He would defeat. Harris, like he defeated Hillary Clinton. So I mean, yes. I mean, yeah. That's how that works. Oh, let's see what this happened here. Oh, he spoke out the first time. The father of Donald Trump would be politically, and the first time since his son attacked. Speaking, I'm trying to get to the video. Trying to get to that article. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I can't get the. Well, the father of Donald Trump would be assassinated by publicity, and first time his son attacked, speaking thoroughly with reporters. Oh. Oh my God, this is like horrible, man. You got some horrible stuff, man, on here. You know, a man believed to be Matthew Cook was photographed speaking to federal investigations. This his home after the shooting. Yeah, well, it's right there. I mean, I'm going to show you the picture of this. You know what I'm saying? This is, well, the father of Matthew Cooks right there. You know what I'm saying? That's him. You know, Daily. Yeah. The reporters are continuing questioning, too, asking if there were any warning signs before the young Cook attack on July 13th. If his mother, Mary Cook, was holding up the doodle shot back again, that they had no comment, as the appears to reach red SUV to load their groceries. However, the elders Cook said in an official statement from the family may come eventually. We are going to release a statement when your legal counsel advice used to do. Until then, we have comments, and he said we just want to try to take care of ours right now, so please just give us our space, which is true. Give them the space, and you know, give them the space. They'll speak to reporters later about what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's it is, you know, so they'll speak to reporters on what happened. You know, let's see. All right, yeah. So give them some space, and they will speak to reporters later. You know what I'm saying? About it. I mean, there's no, you know, people. Thomas Cook is still living with his parents in a middle-class suburb of Pittsburgh at the time of his rally attack in Butler, Pennsylvania. His internet research suggests he may have been depressed and was looking for a permanent person to assassinate with Trump's rally less than an hour before his home being his closet opportunity. His parents are licensed as professional counselors. Records shows with his dad and a registered libertarian, and his mom a registered Democrat, and the officials' motives for this shooting has not been released by the federal investigations. So it hasn't been released by the federal investigations yet. I mean, yeah, so, well, the father was a licensed counselor. The mother was a registered Democrat. So, go figure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so go figure. So was Thomas Cook a Republican? We don't know. So that's what we have to check and see if he was a Republican, because they're saying that he was a Republican, but I doubt it. Because now look at the father. You know what I'm saying? The father's a registered counselor, a licensed counselor. The mother's a registered Democrat. Come on. I mean, look at the look at that. You know what I'm saying? So look at that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if he was actually was. Yeah. So we didn't know. Matthew, would your son want to kill the president? The reported during the insurrection, which was recorded. So, well, yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of there's still a lot of unanswered questions about that, and you know, and maybe we probably won't even find out. Let me see what this is about. So I don't know if this is. Let's see. Yeah, no, I can't get the what do you call it's going. The videos. Yeah, I'm trying to get the videos going, but I can't. But anyways, you know, there's other things I want to talk about before anything. Let's see. You know, we would just I want to I also want to play something else here. I'm just trying to find something here. So yes, so I want to play Spindle City Straight Talk. You know, on my let me see. What's the date today? It's, something about the CFO. I want to play a little bit.
Cause iron deficiency.
You can't put it on the bill. I talked to Sue to two certified public accountants. They laughed when I said that. They laughed. I'll bet you if asked Mary Zahadi if you can put it on a bill, she'd say, yeah, you can. But it'll be hard. Bridget might have to work hard. And we don't want to work hard, do we? It's too hard. But give me another pay raise. What did she get? 9%? I don't know what the hell she got. $6,000. I don't know. Another pay raise with all her assistants. But it's too hard to do your job. Well, the city council better start telling them you're getting paid to tell the people how their money's being spent. We are the fiduciaries of the people.
Yep.
And when the people say we want to know how much and where our tax money is being spent, you either figure it out or you look for a new job. Because you're not going to tell me you can't figure out how much we're paying. Because you got to figure out how you get to that number. I think they're afraid to do that, CJ. You know why? I think they just say, well, we need $5 million and we're just going to split it evenly amongst everybody. So all the rich people pay the same thing as the poor people. You're not paying your equal share of this debt.
Wow. Yeah, but I just want to go back to my stuff here because I'm still live. I just gotta. There was something else too. I also wanted to share on my. Oh, I want to play this. Oh, did I play this? Like, Michigan. I already played that. I wanted to play this.
Are we setting a precedent Is this what we're going to do moving forward? Every time the city council takes a vote and the vote does not meet expectations.
Michelle Dion.
The intended result, we're asked
City
to put it
Council
right back
Michelle
on
Dion.
and vote on it again. I don't believe that's the way it is supposed to be. Was the vote that we took executed properly?
Going to play the next one.
Just give me a moment to set up here, please.
Yeah, take your time. The clock will start when you start speaking.
Okay. The last time I left off, I was talking about assessments that are very questionable right now. This one has to do with 34 St. Joseph Street. On 11/15/2022, a little over $4.2 million was spent renovating the interior. And for some reason, for tax year 24, just a little over $77,000 is the building value. Now, you must be asking yourselves, and I was asking myself too, that how can this be? Well, it seems that when the city factors in depreciation, as they normally do, they listed this building, the physical condition, as poor, and the depreciation rate is at 98.04%. Okay, so you do some math, you multiply that, you end up with this little number. So now, then I looked at another building that we all familiar with, which is the one on Beverly Street, the old police station. This one,
I've been mentioning that for a very long time, the old police station.
has no value. Well, you know why? Because you can't even walk inside that building. Now, I'm no expert at this, but when you compare the physical condition for these two buildings, you have one that's luxury living, has granite countertops, stainless steel, the whole nine. And yet the other one, like I said, it puts your health at risk. The same thing like what's happening on the damn school department, which is a damn disgrace. So, and we all know how this affects the taxpayer because, like I said, properties pay a certain dollar amount per 100,000 for these students. So you can see how this affects the taxpayer.
Yeah. So yeah, well that does affects the taxpayers, but let's see here. Speaker Johnson has announced a bipartisan task force for an investigation into Trump's assassination. Yes. And yeah, well, Speaker Johnson just announced that Republican House Speaker Johnson announced Tuesday morning he would be teaming up with the House Democratic Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries to start a task force looking into the assassination attempt against President Trump. The statement that was posted by John Reveal of the House Task Force, which set to made up 7 Republicans lawmakers and 6 Democratic, and the group will be investigating the security failure of the attempts on assassination on July 13th as for Trump. Well, you know, I'm going to say shortly after the director of the Secret Service, she had resigned, and good enough for her, because she had very much part of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you give Kamala Harris and Joe Biden coverage, but you don't give Donald Trump coverage when he's speaking at his rallies, when he's running for, he's a candidacy for president of the United States. So you give him a very little Secret Service, but you had Joe covered and Kamala Harris covered. You know, that was a wrong idea wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think in my mind, everybody should be equal and have protection. And I believe that roof should have been protected, and that would never happen. And they probably should have checked and say, hey, there's a nervous guy out here. we need to keep an eye on him. We need to check him and see what he's up to. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do that. So good enough for her. I am grateful to Kimberly Chant of her leadership, but director of the United States Secret Services, and for her long devotion in this country. You know what? She's the one that was part of this. Okay, she's the one that was part of this. Okay, there's nothing to be grateful for anybody when you ignore protocol. You know what I'm saying? So when you ignore protocol, there is nothing to be grateful for towards her, because she did lose her job, and she resigned, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping somebody can take over being the director of the Secret Service. The Secret Service, because these are high profile politicians. You know what I'm saying? When you run for president, or you run for Speaker of the House, or you're running for Secretary of State, these are high profile elections. You know what I'm saying? Federal elections. Okay, and and even the Secretary of State needs protection when she goes out. You know what I'm saying? Or he goes out. Even they do. They need protection around the clock. You know what I'm saying? And presidents do need protection around the clock. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to travel here, they have to travel there, they got to travel around countries and all. Like foreign countries. And they have to have protection with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't, then but they have to have it. So Kimberly Chant, she wasn't no leader at all. Okay, she wasn't. She wasn't no leader at all. And something. And I'm surprised of this guy here. Saying that she was grateful to be Kimberly Chant for her leadership as a director. Yeah, she wasn't. She messed up. Okay, she messed up, and now she actually resigned from. She had to resign from her job, which is all right. Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she resigned for her job. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty sad when you. It's pretty sad when you when you give more or less. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, even candidates that are running for president, even candidates that are running for Secretary of State. Senators and stuff, but they need protection, because that's a that's a high profile election. You know what I'm saying? When you're running for something like that, my gosh. So that's basically a high profile case. You know what I'm saying? Election, anyways. Because they do need that. They do need that. Fall Pro Flooring in Massachusetts, homeowners 1/2 off, and all you need is a craft well-informed but strategy decisions. Undescribed when you borrow. Okay, that's Lord Trump Cook. Lord Trump Harley's update. Lord Trump cookies. Okay, Attorney General author that the Supreme Court has ordered New York to respond tomorrow. Breaking news: Trump's assassination. While breaking true assassination, Trump, the man that was found. Reading more breaking news, and Clinton crushed the verdict. Live. President Trump is taking the stage in Charlotte, North Carolina. He did. That's where he was today. Let me see here. Trump rallies. Let me see. Owners of the populations of Portuguese catering and takeout business. Yeah. Bone war. Let me see. So, I mean, it's, police officers on the Cape officers were arrested. Child pornography charges and shipped with a Brewster Police Department. Wow, let me see this. I want to check this out. You know what I'm saying? So I want to check this out. Jesus. A police officer accused of disturbing child sex abuse mental was arrested Wednesday after working a shift on Cape Cod. Prosecutors say the member of the Massachusetts State Police Cyber Crime Unit arrested Matthew Marshall, an officer with the Browser Police Department, following his duties in shifts that ended Wednesday afternoon. The Marshall is facing charges of possession of child pornography, dissemination of a child pornography. Wow. The enforcement of personal property, unlawful communication of records, information, and photo taking outside of his first responders officials' duties. The officer of the Cape and Islands District Attorney Robert Gilbert did not give any details about this allegation against Marshall, who is set to be arraigned Thursday morning at the Orlando District Court. Brewster Police Chief Heath Elridge suspend Marshall's license to carry a firearm. He confiscated his weapon and placed him under administrative leave after the arrest, but the prosecutor said no further information was immediately available after that. Wow, that's crazy. Police officer doing that? Wow. That is nuts. Man, murders are, yeah. Let me play some videos here. I like to, you know what? I don't want to be playing any more videos. I just want to, seniors assist. Well, yeah, just kind of like really looking at some videos right now. But anyways, I'm sorry about starting late. But I was eating dinner and everything, so I had to help around. I was supposed to start at 6:30, but I did have a video on a little bit earlier today. So and to let you know that I was actually coming back on. But it's 8:15, and some days are better than others. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they are. Some days are better than others, and I hope everybody has a great night. Following. Harold Boston was arrested for, let me see here, 18-year-old arraigned in Fall River Superior Court in connection to murder of an 18-year-old Clue and James Milgood. Wow. Well, yeah, and the judge refuses to dismiss Trump's defamation suit against the ABC News and George Stephan over, yeah. I mean, they will. People are crazy. Yeah. These Massachusetts legislators boycotting speech to the Congress. Am I allowing? Let me see here. What's going on here? Let's see. Wow, a lot of stuff going on here. Taunton City Council President still has faith in Mayor administration dispute on recent arrest. Oh yeah, yeah. I have this thing going right here. Taunton City Council President still has faith in the Mayor's administration dispute recently arrest. Well, yeah, Taunton, Mass, WPRI, and a business as a usual in Taunton City Hall event throughout the Mayor's Sharon O'Connell is facing felony assault charges into attacking her husband over the weekend. O'Connell, who was arrested on Friday night, is accused of beating her husband, hitting him with a gasket scraper and a jumper on the hood of his car as he tried to leave. The 54-year-old becomes Taunton's first female mayor when she was elected back in 2019 and currently serving the third term. O'Connell has been charged with felony assaults and batteries with a dangerous weapon, and as well as assault and battery on a family member, which is a misdemeanor. She pleaded not guilty in a court Monday and was released on her personal recognizance. Wow, imagine that! Released on her personal recognizance because she is the mayor of Taunton. Look at it, man. She is the mayor of Taunton. Okay? And you know something? I mean, come on, man. Hello? Wow, man. Hey, see, man, these politicians, though, somebody, you know what? I'm not going to get into that because but like these mayors, okay? The mayors, I'm talking about the mayors. I ain't talking about no presidents, no nothing. I'm talking about mayors, okay? Okay, wow. This all reminds me of another Jazel Correa impersonator. But this one here is beating her husband. Wow. It was a huge mistake. And Hamlet, she claimed that the argument stemmed from a mental issue and a inviolability turned physical, according to police. The city website is not that the mayor's door is open, so 12 News visits Taunton City Hall Wednesday, which was today, to test that theory. True, the mayor's car was in the parking lot. 12 News was told by her chief of staff that she was unavailable. In a letter sent to the resident earlier this week, Taunton City Council President David Potter issued that the mayor is currently situation will not be impacted on her ability to be successful managing the city. Of course not. Why not? Wow, that is a I mean, why should she? Why should she? I mean, come on, a woman beating her husband like that, especially when she's the mayor. I mean, don't they ask about the husband, about the other side? I mean, it may be two different sides of the story in this case. Who knows? They gotta be. They gotta be a two sides to. There's gotta be a different side of the story because, come on, man, women, they kind of, women are, but they're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, men are a lot stronger than a woman. Well, probably not today, you know what I'm saying, because I've seen women bulk up in the gym, you know what I'm saying, and they got some leverage there, you know what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of women bulk up in the gym and beat the hell out of guys, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, so, but hey, it's, I hope everything works out for her, you know what I'm saying, and, so I do, I hope everything works out. for her. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, after all, she's the mayor of the city of Taunton. So, but hey, I hope so. But my phone's about to die, and and again, I apologize for coming on late. I was trying to have dinner too. You know what I'm saying, and take care of my family too as well. You know what I'm saying, and so that's basically what I'm trying to do, is take care of my family as well. You know what I'm saying, and yeah. It's David Thompson Cook right there. There he is, right there. Right, it says all right, yeah. Oh boy, these people are all crazy. Yeah, so let me see what this is. Check this stuff out. In Manchester Airport, it is sad that these Muslims refusing to have their valuable mother searched by a police officer because that is not permissible according to Islam laws. But if you're in the United States, okay, say you're in New York City, and then police officers are allowed to search you. You're not in Islam, okay? You're in the United States, and you're allowed to get searched. So I mean, so laws are unfortunately the police knew how to teach them a lesson after one of them hit the policeman. Wow, Jesus, man. Oh, it's the United States, man. Wow. Well, I mean, you're not in Islam. You're in the United States, dummy. Wow. You swing at a police officer. Can't actually videos threading all over the place. What a mess. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Islam, man, swinging at American police officers. Oh well. Oh well.
But we have to remember, Vice President.
Look at all this, man. Wow. See what they do to the police officers? Islam. See what they do to police officers? No respect at all. No respect. No respect. They deserve to get arrested. Wow. Well, you know what? Hey, look at this, okay? You hit a police officer, and you get thrown to the ground. Oh well. Too bad. See, dragging a police officer like that across the Wow. Good. Deserve everything you get. They're doing their job. Yeah, well, you people caused the riot. Police officers have the right to protect themselves.
They're gonna burn that. They're gonna burn that. Oh my god.
The riots are protesting in Israel. Wow. People are crazy, man.
Mr. Musk, are you still going to donate to Trump? Do you still donate $45 million? I'm sorry?
At no point did I say that I was donating $45 million to Trump. That was a fiction made up by the Wall Street Journal.
You know, you never judge a book. You know.
Wow, what a mess.
This also secured.
I wonder who's paying for this. Right here. Wonder who's paying for that. More people coming over the border. The good old boy. In the harm. It's all you never saw when the trouble goes in law since the day they were born. Straighten the curve, flatten the hills. Some days the mountain boys do what the law ever wears. And that way they know how. Just a little bit more than a long time. Good old boy. Change if they could. Playing the system like a tube on the Robin Hood. Trump and Vince. Make America great again.
Australia is very blessed, whether it's wind or solar. It's quite.
Breaking news. Biden says he is passing the torch. Ah, boy. Oh, too much violence, man. Especially over here on Twitter. Too much violence.
Kamala Harris is inspiring and very.
Also secured.
Wow. Wow. Whew, man. Whoop and check. There we go, man. Here we go. I just like let's see. I was just on Twitter. Let's see what else is going on Truth Social, man. See what the word is out. I don't want that. Wow. Let me see what the word is on that. On Truth Social. Oh, they say fake Kamala Harris. Fake Kamala Harris. Fake Kamala Harris. Let's see what else is going on here. Fake Kamala Harris says that fake Kamala Harris, fake records, fake nominee, fake selection, now never got a single vote. Everything about her is fake, fake, fake. I love it. I never have been in confession, but only I hate one plat score whole week in Wisconsin. For the next Powsum episode of In This Little Box, Wednesday, July 24th, 3 p.m. Eastern, we are digging into ham and I don't want to read that no more. Wow, look at this, man. Jesus. Kamala Harris has never been border crazy. Harris has never been border crazy. Wow, all the way down. Look how fast these liberals is filling in the lines for Kamala Harris. Wow. And I want you to understand something. It isn't critical. They actually can't remember what they thought about her up until 5 minutes ago. This is now media condition effect works. Update on human has a rocket up to 27, hashtag 27, but the Queen Kamala is all the way back at hashtag 43. How is this possible when she has all these millions of smiles, dollars, donors? Weird. Oh, Kamala Harris is weird anyway, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, of course. They tried to take out Trump. We are not letting them walk away from that. Of course not. I mean, these people, they try to take out Trump, and you're gonna and we're not gonna let them. No, of course not. We're not gonna let them walk away from that. They should be prosecuted. I'm saying they should be, because it's stupid. We are also lucky that, yeah, it's nuts. No, it's but you know what? We got to keep fighting. We got to keep fighting. Fight. We got to keep fighting. Fighting the good fight. That's what we got to keep doing. Breaking news. Thomas Matthew Cook is live streaming drone footage from rallies before Trump shooting on the FBI head Christopher Wray. Yeah. The Trump golf course cart contains his incredible and aware need more Trump golfers. Trump is celeb friends. Trump and Kaya hitting the link and MAGA. The moms and Gen Zs who wins the contest and the golf with him films all of it. Some of the best Trump contests and podcasts, man. Listen right away. Tunes by makes of body language and does not care at all that the presidential nominee was almost murdered and that U.S. citizens was shot and killed at the rally at his micro-pression show. Finds it confident of anyways of being there. Well, ex-Navy SEAL and U.S. Congressman Grant criticizes Secret Service security lapse and allowed a 20-year-old gunman to target former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, filming from rooftop. At the scene, Grant exposed glaring oversight and demanded answers. Wow, man. Crazy. we will know that the fake news is going to do. Yeah, well, we want everybody to get out there in November and you know, and some of those polls need to be some of those poll watchers need to be got in them polls to make sure that there's no cheating this time around. Yeah, so we'll be watching this whole election because you know, it's right now that the Democrats, they're scared. You know what I'm saying? And so they're scared, and you know, and yeah, well, we do need a strong president. Okay, we do need a strong president. And we will get a strong president. That will be President Donald J. Trump, man, November 5th. Get out there and vote because, you know, if you want money in your pocket, then you vote for Donald Trump. If you want money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because having money in your pocket is a good thing. And I don't, yeah, and you know something, because I love having money in my pocket. I do. And you know something, and yes, I am a big Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? So just letting you know that day one construction has it already improved over what it looks like since last year. So yeah. There's supposed to be a construction site over there where all the benches were downtown Fall River, across from the former Dunkin' Donuts shop where people used to sit over there all the time and eat their lunch and stuff, or eat their lunch, their breakfast and stuff over there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they're doing construction over there. They're gonna build something over there, and that used to be a good place to sit. And you know, when people haven't wanted their lunch, you know what I'm saying? Right across the street, man. It's, you know, I don't know if you guys can see this. You know what I'm saying? Right there. You know, that place right there. You know what I'm saying? That's used to be, people used to sit over there all the time and smoke cigarettes and, you know, and have their lunch. You know what I'm saying? When they were working, they come out for lunch. The people from the, you know, the coffee shop and across the street. You know what I'm saying? Because it was nice and cool there during the summertime, you know. But now they're gonna build something. I don't know what they're gonna build there, but they're building something. So they pulled out all the benches out of there, and that was awful. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, who will see what happens? See what they're gonna build there. It's got the drawings on the building in the back there, so we'll see what happens. You know, and yes, and. So Massachusetts State Police, Fall River, and Somerset crews responded to a possible. Let me see. Wait a minute. A Massachusetts State Police and Somerset crews responded to a possible bridge jumper. A crews from several agencies responded to the bridge, Braga Bridge, on Wednesday, which is today afternoon, approximately 4:30. Wow, I was out. p.m. Massachusetts State Police and Fall River and Somerset personnel respond to Route 195 West for reports of a male looking down in the middle of the bridge, possible ready to jump. Wow. Holy mackerel. Woo! There it is, man. I mean, look at it. There it is right there. It's right there in black and white. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who let me see. Related topics. Yeah, quickly had a male custody and he was transported to a local hospital, which is, thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that. You know, he was transported to a local hospital. So, and let me see here. Fall River is ranking the dangerous cities in Massachusetts according to reports. Therapy students allegedly overdosed in marijuana. Videos of Fall River police goes viral. Missing Fall River woman was found deceased. So those are the top stories that are trending across Facebook. So yeah, so those are the top stories trending across Facebook right now. But I want to get this. Up on arrival, crews quickly to handle a missed custody and was transported to hospital. Okay, good. Yeah, so that was give credit to the community. Published an hour ago on July 24th, which is actually today, by Kevin Pavo. So I'll give Kevin Pavo I'm going to give Kevin Pavo credit for that video. So thank you for putting it out there. And let's see here. And the area of his Old Sam's Club as a becoming, so that was before. Well, I don't know if you guys remember the Old Sam's Club down next to Walmart. I mean, the Old Sam's Club now, it's before it was becoming a hangout over there. It was becoming a hangout over there until police went over there and cleared it out. And now it's not a hangout over there no more. I think there's going to be a mattress place going in there. Inside the old Sam's Club. But because I've been seeing a lot of trucks over there lately on that side too when I'm going in on the number 10. You know what I'm saying? So I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on over there. So federal account states, okay. Time for the weather for tomorrow, and let's see here. I'm going to be calling for the weather for tomorrow, so be with me on this. Getting tired. I got to work tomorrow. Got to get out there. I got to push those carriages, tomorrow. So I got to work. I'm saying, and make some money, and so I can support my family. You know what I'm saying? I have a family to support too, not only Fall River Media. You know what I'm saying? Fall River Media is like, I'm trying to build that too as well. Let's see here. What is weather tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, expect mainly sunny skies with the temperature starting around 66 fair and climbing to the highs of about 90 later in the day. Winds will be from the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour tomorrow. So winds will be that part. So again, tomorrow morning, expect mostly sunny skies with the temperatures starting around 66 fair and climbing to a high of about 90 later in the day. Winds will be from northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So but it looks like it's going to be a nice day tomorrow. So tomorrow morning. So I just want to let people know about that. I just want to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? With the weather situation and stuff that's going on. But anyways, it's 8:45. Sorry about the lateness, but I gave you guys a little bit of a Fall River Media show today, so you guys can have a nice day, and come up with something better besides politics. How's that? Okay, maybe I'll come up with something better, besides that. Oh, wait a second here. Before I go, I want to do this breaking news that's here. Oh boy. Always. Let's see here. What's going on here? Let's see. Well, anyways, breaking news. Protesters are taking down Burn America flags at D.C. Union Station. Special Adams swelling and do this daily to see how it feels. Well, yeah. So that was a breaking news. They're burning they're down at D.C. So they burned the flag down at the Union Station in D.C. And yeah, so actually there is a big huge riot up there in D.C. again, and so it's a Special Adams swelling do this daily to see how it feels. So yeah, so it's yeah, it's what a shame. I mean, how can people burn a American flag? I mean, you gotta be disgusting. You gotta be out of your mind to burn a flag. Okay, especially an American flag. Okay, so especially that. So but like I said, people like that are sick, and so I mean these are the Islam people burning an American flag. So if we did that to one of their flags, they'd be all over us. So I mean it's they burned our flag. You know what I'm saying? They took it down, and it's a shame. You know what? I have to go, and I have to get up for work tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. And you guys want to listen to the replay? Listen to the replay. Who knows? But I'll make sure that on one of my days off, I'll make it up or something. But I already gave you guys a 8:45. So take care. Have a great night. And and I hope everybody's got their air conditioner on still, because tomorrow's going to be very warm in the morning. Have a good day.